Da 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 da. What's my good cheer? Welcome, everybody. And let's put it out there a little bit of good cheer. I bet you lots of us in this moment could use a little bit of good cheer. Or find yourself in a position that, right, maybe you can be your own cheerleader, your own best friend. And I'm going to have to say, that I am relying on those other parts of me to, right, not to alleviate and to take on the burden of, right, the things that are kind of unsure of underneath my feet. And it's not to keep me company of my misery, because in my own contribution, because I made that decision, I flipped that switch, that that I am also a willing participant in what I hope is going to be a really amazing exit into something that is, right, unsure of, underneath my feet, super scary. It is, and I have to say that it is super scary because it's the job that puts the roof over my head, isn't it? It's making a move without knowing what the next step will be, not realizing that in this moment the next step for me is just to get geared up, just to get prepped up, right, and pepped up to go off, because it's just in the start, right? We are in my last week today. A week from today, I will be unemployed by my own choice, that I dictated how I was going to leave, right? To the best of my ability as to what I can control of. But I am grateful that I'm working for a company that understands that that's what I'm trying to do. And it could be easy or it could be hard, couldn't it? And that again is in my choices and in the choices of the parties who are being impacted, because, right, a lot is being impacted by my leaving my community, which is I'm doing the best to buffer the blow, that it's not going to be a surprise, that they're not going to listen to where's Cindy for the next month, that everybody's going to know where Cindy is and be happy, right, that she's moving on, and she's excited even though she's not quite sure of what the next step will be, right? I am in those little projects in my house and in my life that will help to buffer, so that when it's done, that, I suspect that I'm going to need to crash. Maybe I'll need to shed a tear. Maybe I'll need to go off and connect with Mother Nature, go make a video. I don't know, right? We're just going to play it in the moment. And last week was amazing. And last week was the same situation. I didn't know how it was going to play out from day to day. And it worked out amazing, even more amazing than what I had thought was possible. And I am optimistic that the next week will be the same. And if it isn't, right, that's okay too, because I had no expectations in that, right? I am just going to flow through this week, just being Cindy and just being all those aspects of myself that I appreciate, that my boss appreciates, the company I work for appreciates, my customers appreciate, and just shine, just like I've done since the day I stepped into that store, that I am so grateful when it was at my lowest, that I was offered an opportunity, and it was only by my own choices all the way through it. Right, at any point I could have said, take the job and but it was a great job, and it was a great run, and I am excited to see what the future has in store for me. I'm just going to keep moving towards the things that I want, that I've set my eyes on, set my goals on, set my hearts on, and I'm just going to move that way. And then we'll just see, right? This is the landing point right now, right? Right? And that's exactly true. I'm not swinging heights, I'm falling. I am falling heights right now. And if at all possible, right? I'm going to continue to put that little bit of cotton batten and a little bit of cush underneath so that I fall, right? Maybe not with any kind of acrobatics or working parachute or anything, but like a cat, maybe I'll land on all my fours, hands and feet both, and right. And everybody gets to walk away with that, with an amazing experience and an example to others that, right, there doesn't have to be fireworks. There doesn't have to be tit for tat, if there was any to start with anyway, that there isn't any nervousness or aggression or or forget this, that I get to be that example as to how it can be done, how it should be done when the lessons are learned, right? And you're ready for a new adventure. And you know that because you're just too comfortable in what you're doing. You guys, we got a couple of minutes. Let's quickly pull a card. Right? Didn't quite work out for me last night. I was really exhausted when I came in, mentally, emotionally, physically, burned myself right out. But that's the idea. You wake up, you're all fresh again, and you start burning away. Right? And I come home tonight and it makes for a good sleep. I can tell you that. I sleep, I sleep good. Okay, you guys. First perspective, just a couple of minutes before I take off, and we are going to take this card right here. Oh my goodness, we couldn't have asked for a better card, right? In that respect. And what does it say here? Earning your authority creates loyalty and respect. And that is so true. Respect is something that we build over time through witnessing, experiencing, through the learning, who's mentoring us, who are being those examples, who's being the evidence, right? You have to respect that, and not just respect and notice that in yourself, but respect that in the people and in the experiences that you're having in your everyday, day to day. From it's a young man getting up off his seat in the bus to let somebody who's handicapped, or somebody who's got a baby buggy, or somebody with a walking cane to sit down. Sometimes it's just holding the door, or telling somebody to have a nice day, right? Mother Teresa said, a smile is an action, and I will find ways to give, right? That's one of my little nervousnesses about it, because I was in a place where I could be free to express and to share that little bit of sunshine in practicing my craft, right? And I am grateful that I was giving that respect, that they trusted that I wasn't going to cross the boundaries that way. Their only complaint was that I was a little loud. But right, this is the way I've always been. Maybe this is a part of my bringing myself forward to say, hey, right, I've got something to say, listen, right? Yeah. I don't know what it is, but these are the lessons that we pick up along the way, isn't it? And it's in that example that I'd like to be, right? And whether I'm there or not, I don't know. Why? Because that respect I can only give to myself if I have it to offer it, right? You get to be the judge whether or not that respect, because that's the evidence, right? That's the being the example. That's the admiration that we have for people. It's what makes it so we have that braveheart mentality that we go fight with people because we're brothers and sisters, and we hold up the same idea and the same values. And hopefully we're moving out of that. Part of what we're doing and what I'm doing is to be that example that we can move away from that. Not like there was any kind of something to worry about, but in the little ways that we can exit relationships, the way that we can appreciate, that we can learn from everybody and everything, and whether that experience is something to teach us not to touch again, or that experience is to say, hey, right, you're going the wrong way. Let's try this way, right? That's the respect. Oh my goodness, that respect that I'm earning for myself and I'm recognizing for myself every day, right? That's what I can offer, that respect for myself. Any little bit of respect is like the smile that Mother Teresa gives, right? It's free to give. That's the gravy. That's the extra. That's the sprinkles along the way, right? And yeah, as much as I would like to earn your view, right? I think it would be much more beneficial for everybody, right? In that mutual pool to just divvy up a little bit of that. If not for the person standing for you beside you, but maybe for yourself, because if you can offer up that for yourself, maybe you can get to the point where you can offer it to the person that's standing next to you. There's an idea. Okay, you guys, I really got to run off or I'm going to miss my bus. Have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, Hanner.